an hour.
Oh no.
In his chair. He just falls asleep with his music still on. It was hilarious.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Alright, so Multani, Maro-Sorcerer, myself again. Ashling the Extinguisher. Whew. That's a spicy meatball for Jury Karen. Valdor has General Tazri and hates us all. Palador is on Korlash, heir to the Blackblade, and will not have a mic.
So, somebody pull out Iona on black?
Yeah. I'm okay
I
with
actually think this deck is a bit less egregious than my Korlash decks. That's why I decided to use this one. I only have really 2 3DH decks.
Oh, man.
They're updated, that is.
I'm going greedy.
Being super greedy?
I'm getting greedy.
Whew. Excuse me. Palador mulligans to 7.
Multani officially the highest power toughness commander at the beginning of any game.
Yeah, probably.
I just like that he's that power toughness even before he enters the field.
Yeah.
Probably one of the few even cards that would do that.
No way. I need to pass my turn.
He's a very tired pup. My wife should be home soon, so he's probably going to bark like crazy, just so everybody knows. I think she said that she was originally supposed to be out at 10, but the person giving her a ride home was there until 11:30. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's... Teachers have to stay, you know, a little bit later to help clean up and whatnot. Bork, bork, bork. Yes, it's going to be a whole lot of borking. And then she'll come in, and then she'll open that door, and he will run out and be very happy. But he will be very noisy for like a good solid 2 or 3 minutes, just so everybody knows.
It's a puppers. Puppers are noisy.
I can probably mute my mic, actually, when that happens. Crab Goddess says, I went to PR and wound up going bad Naya Voltron, only splashing green for Shalai and a couple combat tricks. Yeah. The person that I was playing with, one of the 4 people that I drafted with, ended up drafting a Jeskai deck that actually was very good. The Urza's tome or book or whatever it is, actually really good. Surprisingly.
I think probably one of the most insane cards in the set at the moment in almost any format, or at least overall, is that new Merfolk.
Yeah.
It's like,
yep. That.
Oh, I gain life and draw a card? Why wouldn't I splash for this even when it's not in my colors and I have no reason to play it otherwise?
Yep.
That's going in my Krufix deck
like
EDH.
Mm-hmm. That one and Muldrotha are probably my 2 favorite cards from the set.
My favorite is now probably Helm, simply because I A, got a promo for it, and B, have seen how awesome it is.
Yeah.
Because of that.
I haven't seen how awesome it is in play, but
I managed to helm a Arvad once before it was removed, and I still won the game because I could basically just hit him for 10 each turn and gain 10 each turn.
Nice.
Alright, need to
It's
draw
like,
land.
if helming to basically a media core legendary creature once does that, imagine what it'll do, you know, when it's optimized.
Yeah. Song of Fraley's is a really cool card. I'm excited. I want to try that one out in a couple of decks.
I think Muldrotha and Halar are probably
Also, I think an important thing to note about Helm is that it says it copies at the beginning of combat step.
Mm-hmm.
Most copy multiple time enchantments or artifacts, say at end step or at upkeep.
Yeah.
So it doesn't happen while the effect is still in relevance.
Oh no. Crab Goddess says, and dropped a metal D20 on a Nearmint Enchantress's presence and dented it. Oh, that stinks. Scribble says, I really like Joda and Joyra, but Song of Release is so good. Pellador is asking, does chat like my Dominaria callback with Korlash? I mean, that's all I'm playing tonight.
Pixis. I'm so mad if you exile a land.
Oh, Pellador's trying to get the chat stirred up here. Asking to vote who they think's going to win. Penguin votes tacos, as is normal.
Tacos is not always the answer.
Tacos is definitely up there as far as options on polls, on any poll. I can tell you for sure I am going to have Chipotle tomorrow.
I've never had that.
It is delicious, and my wife loves it, and so we have it pretty much once a week. Because anytime anyone says Chipotle around her, she's like, ooh, I want Chipotle now. But we have to wait until the weekend.
That's like me with teriyaki.
So, and then all of a sudden, randomly, they start showing commercials on Hulu. So we're watching, like, whatever show, and then all of a sudden it's just like, here's a ad for Chipotle, and it's like, oh, great. So now it's even going to be more prevalent in her life.
Did they, like, up the subscription requirements or something?
What do you mean?
Well, if you were subscribed to it, I don't know why they would suddenly start showing ads.
Oh, they had, no, like, Hulu's always had ads, but they have an option where you can pay, like, an extra few dollars. Like, we have the $8 a month or $5 a month version, which is just, like, it's always been that. But they also have, like, you could pay, like, $11 or, like, a couple dollars more and then get rid of all ads. But, like, currently we're watching Parks and Rec, and my wife actually likes having Hulu rather than watching it on Netflix because the commercials give her an opportunity to get up and go do chores and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It gives her an excuse, so.
It gives her the ability to say, I don't want to do this now.
Which one's worse, Pixis or Blade? I think Pixis is probably worse.
I will say I am not built around Pixis. It is in here for one reason only, and it is not a good reason to have it. And I mean not good for me.
I'm just gonna...
Blade's probably worse.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. I couldn't even equip it. I'm stuck on 2 lands.
Yeah, Blade's just, like, much scarier. Like, I don't think you're going to be a mono black mill deck. So, you're at 40, so I'm going to take you. Crab Goddess says, my brother used to play football in high school, and I swear his team should have been sponsored by Chipotle. After every practice, a horde of sweaty teenagers would storm a nearby store and get burritos the size of newborn children. Yeah, that sounds about right. We had, when I was actually playing competitively, we didn't have Chipotle in Michigan at the time. But, can we know what it is for our own? Doesn't look like it.
No.
What are you talking about?
Exiled face down. We can't actually look at stuff.
Yeah, if it's face down, it's hidden zone for everybody.
Oh, okay.
It does say exactly face down.
Yeah. All right, that's fine. Yeah, but when I played competitively, we would always have taco round, and that was just whenever we were playing in PTQs, because we'd always have to travel to near Detroit area. We'd have to go to Pandemonium, which is
Types of Pandemonium?
yes, just like that. We'd have to go to Pandemonium Comics and Games for the when it was the old PTQ system, and you actually had to win the just the one PTQ to get your blue envelope and whatever. But they would be like 300-person events where we were, and So we would always have taco round, which was if the round where each of us was knocked out of contention for top 8. Whenever the last person was, we would all just leave and go get burritos.
Yeah, I actually kind of like the LGS I'm going to now because, like, the players practically half run the event themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And they're able to do that without fighting amongst each other at all. In fact, today, the LGS apparently did something unusual. I wouldn't know for sure, as I haven't been there consistently, and said the pre-release prices were only going to the top 4. And they basically agreed among themselves, without any argument from anyone, that if, for example, the top 5th person was the 3-1 just like the other top 4 people, then they would give packs to them.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and they just agreed among themselves with that without, like, any debate at all. It was kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, like, I used to help out a lot with the place that I went to play at, the LGS that I played at while I was in college. I helped out with a lot of the stuff, so. And that's always cool when you hear people.
Can you see Pellador in game chat?
Yeah. I feel like my commander just got severely outclassed. Mine is equal to the number of swamps. Mine's equal to all your cards in your hand, so. But yeah, we would always have taco round and we would drop and go to, because we didn't have Chipotle, so we went to Qdoba, which, if you have not had Qdoba, is actually, I would say, is a little bit worse than Chipotle, but they had queso before Chipotle did. That was like their big thing, was queso, and their queso's way better than Chipotle's. They also had a deal where there was one that was between my apartment and the building that I went to in college, where all my classes, or like most of my classes were, and they always had a deal on Wednesdays that it was a burrito and a drink for $5. So it was like every Wednesday, just had Qdoba. Crab Goddess also at my pre-release, my almost competitive Sigarda deck lost to an Oloro quote deck that kept Necropotencing for counterspells, and I was sad. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh man, these lanes are making me sad.
Oh, that's not a swamp. Endless ranks. Whew.
I like that card.
That's some zombies. Zambitrabble.
I got a blocker.
Yeah, you
That's
do.
something.
All
Can't
right.
give it trample. Then I'm gonna be sad.
Well, we're gonna do something silly.
Oh, like having a 25/25 isn't?
Yeah. I'm gonna sacrifice it and draw that many cards. And then gain that much life.
I
Wow.
have a Maro-based deck in normal commander that does that like multiple times, and then I just play another Maro. It's like, bye-bye.
That was fun. So we're gonna play Relic
Oh
every time.
god.
Oh, lovely.
And oh, nope. I don't want to do that one. That one's 4, right? Yeah. So we'll do that one, and what else do we have in this hand? This hand is absurd now. Could do this one. I think that one's probably fine. So many options. That one's
I
okay.
can't hold all these options.
Can't hold all these cards. I think we'll do this. Oh, wait, no, I can actually play that extra land now. But that was just my combat step. We're going to keep those back as blockers, thanks.
Oh god, please let me draw 2 lands.
And then I have this. I guess. Because I need the mana. So many options, Noel. Yep, that is my name.
I mean, we just need to one-shot him.
What'd I do with all these cards? I'm happy. I did my big dumb thing for this game. I'm ready to sit here for 20 minutes while somebody primordial surges me out. Yes, feed Korlash. So many options.
I mean, yeah. That's interesting.
Oh, oops. Does it add quote? I can't ever remember.
Add quote.
Yeah, add quote. There we go. 34.
That's a lot of...
Akuta, Born of Ash. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have more cards in hand than each opponent, you may sacrifice a swamp. If you do, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Yeah, that's never going to happen, so it's just a 3 paper.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Are you saying that you don't believe that you can get to however many cards I have in hand currently? What is it, 25 cards in hand?
25, sir.
25.
Oh, Deck, don't troll me.
Quote 10 is correct. Yes, Scribbles. Quote 10 is the most me quote ever. If you have to explain the joke, or how will people know it's funny? So anyway,
tap land.
I got all these cards in hand, and none of them are great.
You draw the bad half of your deck?
No, quarter. That quarter of the deck.
I drew some cards.
Oh, look, I have to discard.
What? My commander is currently a 44/44, just so we all know.
I think we kind of hate you.
Do I have a cardigan for that handsome thing I have? Are you talking about my dog? Do I have a cardigan for my dog? No, I am not the kind of person who has clothes for my dog.
I find that annoying sometimes.
Or are you talking this handsome thing right here that has 2 thumbs? Then yes, I probably have a cardigan for myself. Oh, cardigan and handsome. Oh, that was bad, Scribbles. That was real bad.
In DM's personal server,
yeah,
I managed to combine a pun with a D&D based beer, D&D, a sub creature from D&D, a MTG, and an MTG card, all in 2 sentences.
Nice. Plague Belcher, eh? Yep. 2 -1/-1 counters on target creature you control. That Korlash is a 6/6 now. Is it my turn again? Oh boy, what do I draw now? Alright. Got this. We got this. Let's see. What do we want to play? There's lots of things I want to play. No, not that. That's okay. Let's see. That. There's lots of options. What am I doing here? Gonna do that. That. And I guess this. Am I still... Everybody still here? Oh, Pelador and Valdor are muted. Okay, that's why. Oh, Pelador's muted already, but... let's see. Or am I here? You are here. Ghosting me. Let's go around the room, shall we?
Sorry I had to leave, y'all. I got a phone call.
Nah, that's fine.
I'm just missing some 2222 Psychosis Crawler.
Yeah, you just dodged that one. It's fine.
I wouldn't say dodge, being more of good nature.
Now you're sad. I'm resleeving Sigarda and Purple Eclipses, and I just got the Enchantresses to the Enchantress's present. Aww. Isn't Ghost of Me a song by that one emo band? My Chemical Romance? I don't know. Yeah. Ghost of Me. I don't know. Honestly, could not tell you. I did listen to my fair share of pop punk emo in late college or late high school, throughout college, and still kind of do.
Never got into it.
Yeah, I was really into Taking Back Sunday and Brand New and a bunch of those other ones. Actually, the only like actual concert I ever went to, the main reason I went is because it was the Nintendo Fusion Tour, and they were gonna have demos of the Wii there. And it was like, 6 months before it was supposed to come out, but it was
Nice.
Panic at the Disco, Plain White Tees, I think, and Fall Out Boy. And it was like Fall Out Boy right before or right as Dance Dance started getting big on the radio, and like Panic at the Disco didn't even have their hit song on the radio yet, so it was like kind of a small venue, and it was really, really cool.
Yay, Lance.
Nice.
Oh, there you are. Okay. I saw your light going green over and over again in Discord, but I didn't hear anything, so I was wondering if you...
Yeah. Oh, is she here now? Yeah, she must be here. Okay, give me just 1 second.
I guess I will discard. Oh man, I don't want to discard nothing.
My wife will not be joining the stream now. She's very hesitant to actually appear on the stream because she thinks her students will watch it.
That's a pretty fair concern.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the only like actual concert that I've been to. Well, no, it depends on if you consider comedian musicians concerts. I don't.
Wait. You've never actually been to a concert though?
No. That was the only one I've been to.
But
really,
only one.
was that Nintendo Fusion Tour thing. Like the only one I would consider like a real concert because like when I was 8 or 9, I think I went to a couple. And like county fairs and stuff like that, and stuff that's like like street stuff during like a street fair or like a beer tent thing. Yeah. But I don't really count those as concerts personally because they're just music that's happening during something else.
I've been to 2 this year alone.
But nice, yeah. If we're talking like actual, I'm going to mainly watch the music. And then there happens to be other thing happening, then no, I've only really ever been to the one that I can remember.
Well, this year alone, I've been to Steel Panther and Metalachi.
Nice. I do go to a lot of comedians though. That's like my big thing.
I've only ever gone to one, and that was a Whose Line Is It Anyway show.
Nice. Oh my goodness, he is going nuts. Hold on just 1 second, everybody. I'm gonna step away for just a second.
So I mean, what does Jeremy have on the field? A human druid warrior, a horror, an elf druid, an ooze, and an elf scout. I mean, would anybody be object to me semi-wiping the board?
It would be fun.
Because, since he's not here, I have a Harsh Mercy in hand. So I get rid of a couple of his things. So yeah, that's all I have is a Harsh Mercy. No. I don't want to feed Korlash. I mean, unless Korlash is going to kill, huge, big, dumb things. Right, Luenel? You stepped away. I gotta ask questions like that.
Oh, there we go.
We were just talking about you.
Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, do this. Buskers don't count as concerts. No. Yeah, I've been to a couple of performances where it was, comedians that do music. Like, I went to a stand-up that was the college comedy tour. Funny or Die's college comedy tour or something like that. And so it was like emceed by Will Ferrell, and it had Zach Galifianakis, Dimitri Martin, Nick Swarsden, and somebody else. And that was fantastic. Let's see, I have 12 mana right now. 13 with the elf.
Oh, Rolandus Monument.
I have not been to Bo Burnham. That would be a fun one to go to.
Supposedly he's probably not going to have another concert for a long time, though, if any.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I read an article about it a while ago, and it actually makes sense with his character as to why he wouldn't, personally, because he actually viewed his performances as not being very good musically.
Oh.
Like, he didn't think he was very good at performing his music. He thought he was fine at writing it, though, so he was hoping to get into being, like, a music writer.
Okay.
And then having someone actually good perform it.
Oh, that would be cool, yeah.
So, Pelador is asking in chat about adding the new legendary border to, like, the monument.
Uh-huh.
And for anyone who hasn't seen, yeah, they've added the new legendary border to, I think, all legendaries that were printed after the hollow stamp became a thing.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
That's okay. I wasn't quite sure where they put the limit on. That's just what I've heard. So, big old 1919 Trampler guy, huh?
Yeah. I dumped a bunch of cards out of my hand that I probably shouldn't have before that attack, but I don't really...
Quick, this is our chance. Let's get him.
Your poor skeleton.
I've always
never get the new border. Yeah.
I've always been a huge fan of like going to concerts and shows and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to many, many in my life.
Yeah, that was just never. That was never something where that I got like really into it. You know, there's been very few bands that I've wanted to ever pay like that much money to go see in concert.
How expensive is it around there?
Like in Michigan, it was just kind of dependent on if you wanted to drive down to Detroit or whatever. It's just never something that came up for me. Like I said, I was always way more into going to watch comedians, but because we were college, comedians came to the college a lot.
Okay.
So, you know, I got to see like Lewis Black came to our show, or came to our college, and the person who was the RA on our floor, like my friend's sophomore year, I think. She was the RA on his floor sophomore year. She came to our dorm junior year, and she was just like, "Hey, I got this other ticket for my sister. You know, she's not going to be able to make it. Does anybody want it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll take it." And it was like $15. And so we go there, and I'm like, "Okay, well, we're going to get like, you know, bleacher seats or something like that." And we get there, and the guy looks at our tickets, and he's like, "Yeah, anywhere in the front."
Nice.
And it was just literally like we got there early enough that we got dead front row center tickets to Lewis Black. I was like, "Yep, this is awesome." Harsh mercy.
Yeah, you get to keep a couple of your creatures.
Yeah. Have a good night, Scribbles.
So, I found that for me, the thing is for going to concerts is find bands that are going to like smaller clubs or local studios versus any like big venue. I mean, that's how I see bands for, you know, $15 to get in the door, and you know, that's it.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, most of the time that I would want, I would just be like, I want to go to this, but it's going to cost me like, you know, $100 or whatever for cheap seats.
So like the Metalachi show I just went to, which is a great band. They're a mariachi band that does covers of 80s and 90s rock.
That's awesome.
They're amazing. If you ever hear them coming around, check them out. Yeah, they were at a local bar, and it was just like $15. Stay in wherever you want.
Nice. Dirt, what set did you start playing? For me, it was Ice Age. I started playing originally started playing in Odyssey block, Torment block. Yeah, Torment set, I think was my first set. And then kind of, that was more like kitchen table stuff. Got out of it, got back into it around Lorwyn was when I got back into it seriously.
I mean, I could, but I need your help to defeat Jeremy right now, so...
What?
Pelador in game chat. Do not Pixis.
I repeat, do not Pixis. I need to tutor.
I mean, I hope it's something to get rid of a... I don't even mind the Psychosis Crawler. I more mind the Trample. That being as he's mono black, I'm assuming it's the Trample's gonna, or the Crawler's gonna go.
Yeah. Crab Goddess said, the one show I regret missing was Download 2009 with Slipknot headlining, but 1, it was in England, 2, I was 15, 3, I don't think I was listening to Slipknot at the time. That's fair.
Oh, God.
Oh,
So
I was trying to think if I'd ever been to a concert. I actually my parents took me to a pretty big one. Before Disney obtained Star Wars, basically the people behind Star Wars were pretty sure it just was never going to see the light of day again as far as theaters go. So they built this huge concert with all of the Star Wars music, basically as a farewell to it, that I got to go to.
Oh, nice.
It was kind of a big thing. Like, they had a huge orchestra and everything.
Yeah,
It was at a hockey rink.
What have we done?
That seems like it's going to kill me.
What have we done?
Yeah. That seems like that's going to kill me.
Wow. I regret everything.
Well, now you can deal with that. Yep, that's coming right at me. Well, you can all deal with that. Because I'm dead. I'm going to bed.
Night, Jeremy.
Alright, good night.
Alright. Feed the Korlash at your own risk. Yeah, that's fair. Yep, that takes me out of it. Sweet. Alright, have fun, everyone.
Alright, night.
And I'm going to hop out of chat here. Alright, so thank you so much to everybody who came out tonight. Thank you so much for